Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. Paul here, back again. This time we're gonna have a short but sweet topic for you, and this is the brand new and kind of rebranded products and reformulated as well, products from AK. These are incredible, and this is not gonna be a review, more like an overview of what's arrived. First up would be the acrylic markers. These are brand new. It is part of the Real Color line. So if you've ever looked at your friend and you felt jealous because he is a Gundam builder and he has all these fancy markers, fret no further. Especially if you're, I guess, like an acrylic only person, this is great. Because from what I understand, these are purely water based. Yeah. Can be used on plastic, resin, so you don't have an ABS and all that other stuff. You don't have any fear of pooling it and cracking your plastic like you do with the Gundam markers and your Gundam, right? That's like the number one fear when you use it. And a new avenue just opened for you if you're an acrylic painter. This is great. It's great for paneling, weathering, and again, for painting eyes if you're scared like me. Next up, we got the Real Colors line, and yes, you're not imagining things. This is the same Real Color, so I guess it's no longer the same because it's now lacquer based and purely lacquer at that. This is not acrylic lacquer anymore. I believe you can still use the Real Colors thinner because I think the Real Colors thinner wasn't just made with acrylic lacquer in mind. It was, I think, a universal, so it's fairly strong. So you can use, I think you can still use it for the Real Colors paints. Comment down below if you've used it already, like the old thinner to the new paints. But anyway, I guess they did this for compatibility issues, not just within AK, but with other brands, and they received a lot of complaints. And regardless, it should be a reformulation, and typically a lot of reformulations are very good. Even within AK. And speaking of which, here's a kind of a retread or a new riff on their set lines, and this time it has 6. The old Real Colors had 4 paints in the box. It was a kind of a stout square box. This has 6, and for the people who be like, oh, I missed the 4, don't worry, broski, they got you covered. This Real Color set has 4. Look at that, different price points. And this was one of my main criticisms of AK over a year ago, which was they focused on only 2 things for the sets, and that's all they had, which is basic sets and then like influencer heavy sets. I don't understand that kind of logic. Vallejo has so many varieties when it comes to their paint sets, but for AK, they just focus on those 2 things, but they seem to be rectifying it recently. So maybe criticism got taken to heart, who knows? Who am I kidding? No one listens to this. And yes, you're looking at that correctly. These are new brushes. And these brushes seem to have more of a focus on tabletop. In fact, these are tabletop brushes, just straight up, both of them. And again, AK typically does draw in a lot of D&D and Warhammer specifically customers, right? So I don't blame them. Very reminiscent of the rebrand that Vallejo did about a year and a little bit ago. So what you're looking at is the old Abteilung area. Now technically it's still the Abteilung area, but AK seems to have rebranded from Abteilung, I guess, to just AK oil paints. Now, is there a difference? No, not really. These are still the same colors. Maybe they reformulated it. We weren't told of anything reformulation-wise. But at the end of the day, these are still the same Abteilung paints that one love. They're incredible, of course. The only thing that's changed is the packaging from black to white, the oil paints. Yeah, as you can see, these are leftovers of the old Abteilung boxes. These are the new AK boxes, but at the end of the day, they're the same thing, just rebranded. They're now making AK more pronounced. It's not even a secret that Abteilung was owned by AK. So I guess now they're just making it obvious. There it is. Yes, you're looking at it correctly, sorry. That is Conrad, Curse, and Vader. And this isn't Real Colors, but the 3rd gen special set. Now, this isn't really new. Even the paints aren't new. but from what I can tell, they've either just fully restocked and produced all of the line, or they've expanded it. It's just so many of these kind of third gen sets. Again, like the other one, it has 4. So I guess if you want to really paint Conrad Kerrs, this is it. This is the paints you want. And yeah, that's just straight up Conrad Kerrs. And that's just straight up Vader. And the Witch King of Angmar. Hopefully they got the rights to that. Disney and Games Workshop is a mean combo lawyer-wise. Anyway, yeah, so these are all acrylic paints. None of the paints listed here are new. These are from the old 3rd generation line. That's about 4 years old now. It started, around COVID? Yeah. So these are good paints, but they are not new. I think the line has just been expanded. So yeah, these are just some of what you can find regarding the AK rebrand and refresh, or range refresh, right? Some of these are just straight up new products. Others are more of an extension, right? But at the end of the day, AK has been revamped. They've been doing what Vallejo has done for the past couple of years. Slowly but surely, they are getting there. I think, honestly, the rebrand for AK started with AK 3rd generation, but that was 4 years ago. Would you even count that? So anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you all for watching. Again, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, Blue Sky. Of course, if you're on YouTube already, thank you very much. And yeah, and oh, of course, TikTok, the most active. Anyway, catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.